Vanessa's not doing this job just for a job. She went through all of this on her own to get into this position to be able to help others and coach others and be that support system for other people. It's not just a job, it's her lifestyle. It's her every day. So she is a strong person to be able to offer all the support that you need. And if she doesn't have an answer for you, trust me, she's going to find it.
Okay, everybody, I have Brielle here with me. I'm super excited to share her story. She is down 14 pounds in our time together and a ton of inches. So I'm just going to turn the first question over to Brielle and talk to you about, what have you tried previously before Right to Fitness?
Well, hi everybody. Let's see. So I have tried a ton of different stuff. Probably right after high school, I was very active, did sports, went into working and living on my own. So I had very irregular meals. I was skipping meals. I was working all day that I would forget to eat. So then I thought, okay, small meals, I'm maintaining my weight, but right out of high school, everything was still going pretty okay. Once I started getting into my early 20s, my weight just fluctuated. I tried the heavy cardio at the gym. I tried small meals. I tried one meal a day. I tried fasting. I've tried probably everything, but it wasn't sustainable. And within a year, the weight was right back on, or I was, feeling really weak and bogged down because I wasn't nourishing my body and I struggled. I was so uneducated on just proper techniques on how to balance my plates, on finding the right fuel for my body. And before I was just like high protein, lean veggies, no fats, no carbs, no nothing. And I was missing out on a lot of food that is good for you. And then I would binge and I would go through. So this has been like the focal point of my turnaround is just learning everything that I'm actually allowed to eat, can enjoy eating, and will see the changes now that I wasn't seeing for the past 15 years of getting out of high school.
Yeah, I think that's been a critical part to your journey, just the way that you're actually eating more food. And I know that was like something early on. You're like, what? I got to eat all this food. So that's been really cool. Yeah. So what did you feel was missing with those other things, like those other things you were doing on your own? What did you feel was missing?
The biggest thing with what was missing was just having somebody hold me accountable getting started out. Because I could go for like a solid 2 weeks where I'm like, all right, I'm good, I'm great, I feel good, I see some differences. But then there was nobody there to help me if I had a question. And I would be like, "Ooh, this doesn't quite look okay," or this meal like might be good, but it might not have actually hit what I needed for that meal. So having accountability to get me on the right track has been huge for me.
Exactly. I love that. And I feel like that's where a lot of people struggle is just with that accountability. So that's good. Going back, I missed this first question and you kind of answered it, but can you just touch a little bit on what your health and fitness journey looked like before Right to Fitness?
Yeah, I've always been pretty active. I I mean my jobs have always usually been pretty physically active. Um, we go for hikes in the woods, we go bike riding, we have the three dogs that we take for walks and playing quite a bit. Um, but I was going to the gym with my dad. We would go, we've done some boxing before, we go to Planet Fitness, we go swimming. But you know how it is when you go into a gym, you see all this equipment and you don't know what to do. You think, I'm just going to go in cardio, full body blast, lift some weights, but you don't target things safely, accurately, and then you're just defeated. Like, and I was defeated. I was going to the gym, I was lifting heavy, I was doing all these exercises that you see online are supposed to be those, the booty blaster, the arm blasters, everything, cinch your waist. And I was doing all of them, but I was doing them all at the same time, every workout, and not seeing any differences. And it was mentally defeating. I needed to have like a regimented workout. I needed somebody to help me show me how to pair up my workouts so that I'm getting the most bang for my buck on what I'm exerting and what I'm going to gain from it.
Yeah, again, I think another big learning point for you, I think we had many conversations like do less, Brielle. Like you don't need to be killing yourself as much to like see the results you want. So that was like finding that balance of like rest versus
Yep.
working out was big for you too. So
Yeah.
that's cool. How do you feel both physically and mentally before starting your transformation journey, and what has changed for you?
So before I started, I was kind of in that mindset of like, well, this is where I'm at. I'm strong. I feel strong. I don't like the way I look, but I'm strong and I know I'm capable of, doing what I'm doing. But I knew there was potential for more. So once I got into the program with Vanessa and Derek, that I feel better. I feel lean and strong, and like my mindset now is way better than it was before. Before I was just accepting where I was at. Now I'm like, there's potential. I've got potential. I can see the differences. I can feel how my strength has changed. That before I was strong, I want to be strong, that it's everyday use strong. I want to be able to lift my dogs if they need to. My work is physically demanding. I want to be able to throw rocks from our fire pit and rebuild a fire pit and do landscaping with my husband. And this is the stuff that now I'm able to utilize my strength from the gym safely, effectively in my everyday life. And that mindset for me has been a game changer because I've struggled with that stuff a lot over the years. That the mental side of it is such a huge factor in the overall well-being for me, that getting both of those onto the same page now is life-changing for me.
Yeah, I love that so much because I think it's great to like accept where we are or feel like we're trying to accept that, but then have this like lurking thing that like I wish it were different. I wish it were different. So for you to have that connection where like, okay, this is what I wanted and now I know I have the tools to achieve that like unlocks a whole new side of like health and fitness and really I think in life in general. But yeah, that's really cool that you've
Yeah,
like made that connection. Really cool.
yeah.
Love that. What aspects of our coaching have you most enjoyed?
All of it. Like, a lot of it is just the fact that, my husband's naturally lean. He doesn't fully grasp it, but he supports me through it all. So having somebody else, another female that has gone through all the trials and tribulations of dieting and finding the proper nutrition and finding the workout and rest balances, makes things a lot more calm and relaxed for this kind of program. Like, you've never harped on me of, you need to do this, you need to do it like this, and you need to do it right now. It's make sure you're taking your rest days because they are just as important as getting your workouts. Hit all your meals, even if you're not hungry. It's a struggle as well. You're there to support us the whole way through it. That there's not a single thing that I've hated about this program. And like I say, you're always there. So I don't feel alone through it. If I have a question, I can message you. If I'm looking for suggestions, I can get into the app, and all of your other clients have thousands of suggestions on snacks, on meals, on drinks, all kinds of stuff. Like, just the availability that you give us of yourself and each other. Like, it's such an amazing program that I'm so glad I did it, and I wish I'd have done it sooner when you first joined us.
Yeah. And that leads right into the last question, which I hope that people hear your answer and just, go for it. But what would you tell anyone who is thinking about working with Right to Fitness?
What's so funny is that before I even joined with you, there was another woman at our gym who she sent me a picture. She's like, "This is my lunch today." And it was 3 spears of asparagus. And I was like, "Girl, no, go talk to Vanessa." And so before I even started my own journey, I wasn't ready yet. But I saw somebody else who I was like, I think she's there. I think she's ready. She needs to get this first step and at least get the introduction and talk, see what your plans are, see if you guys can align on this. And within the first like 2, 3 weeks, she messaged me. She's like, I'm so glad you sent me to Vanessa. And I was like, okay, I think it's my time now. But then it was Christmas, and I'm like, ooh, okay, new year, new me. A couple of us actually started at the same time with Vanessa, and it has been amazing. I've talked to several other people that, when they come to me and say that they can see the differences in me, I'm like, what, if it weren't for Vanessa and Derek and their programming, or if it weren't for, just having somebody there in my corner, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I always tell them, just message them, just reach out, see what they have to suggest. And if you're not ready to dive into your program yet, they will be there when you are ready. And so many people have joined afterwards too, that you can see just how phenomenal this program is. And it works. It's a lifestyle. It's not a fad. They will teach you how to build your workouts. They'll build them for you. You can use those as pointers down the road, and learning how to like build your plates, build your meals. You can eat. I've been eating homemade like Chinese meals and pasta and pizza and wings. Like I still eat everything I was before, but now I'm thinking them through. Those meals are benefiting my body, not just filling a hunger need. So having this program has been such a game changer for me, and I'm so glad I did it. And I would definitely advise anybody that's even just considering it, have the conversation, get that door open, and when you're ready, step right on through, because having Vanessa as a coach and friend, you can't go wrong there.
Thanks, Brie. Give me like goosebumps over here. That's such a good answer.
Oh.
Something that you mentioned, and I want to touch on, is that you and a couple other girls started at the same time, and you ladies are friends, and which I think is awesome. And of course, a lot of the foundational things that we talk about in this program are across the board. We're really with this program or any health journey, like sleeping, drinking water, exercise, doing the things. In talking to the other girls, would you say like little things have been different, like your journey versus like the couple other girls that I'm thinking of's journey? Like have things been different?
Oh, absolutely. When I first started into my program, mine was strictly nutritional. Um, some of the other girls have come in, they wanted the nutrition and the strength training progressions. And, you know, whatever it is you're needing, your programs can be adapted to that specific person. So my calories in a day for what my goals are not going to be the same for somebody else. Same with my workouts. If I want to build my shoulders, somebody else wants to build their quad muscles, or they want to concentrate on core strength, or they just want to do all over strength. You know, every program can be so specifically tuned into each specific person that you will get what it is you're looking for out of this program. It's not a generalized program that what I'm doing isn't going to be the same that Vanessa herself is doing. It's not going to be the same that any of her other clients are doing. You know, even talking to those other girls, I'll be like, oh man, she killed me with this workout today. They'll be like, oh, mine was completely different. I had this set of workouts. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have that one today. But it's in my 1 and 2 days. So everything is so personalized to you that you can talk it over with everybody else. But what was great with talking it over with everybody else is you get tips and tricks from them as well. You get different meal ideas. They'll send you in the group, they'll send you, their favorite snack from the store that's 100 calories, delicious, and will hit your sweet tooth cravings, but it's not going to set your meal plans off for the day at all. It fits right in. And being able to have all of that is amazing. You're individualized, but you have a group support system that you can offer tips and tricks on snacks, and you can get all those other tips and tricks from them too. So I've been really, really excited about this whole progress because I know what she's doing for me is for me, and what she's doing for so and so right next to me is for them. If you want to lose 5 pounds, if you want to lose 30 pounds, if you just want to tone up and feel stronger about yourself, she will make that happen and she will be there to support you every step of the way. The biggest thing, like I said before, is don't be afraid to ask the questions and start the conversation. It's it is a scary thing. When I started going to a new gym, you don't know anybody and it's intimidating. But you get in, you walk in, you start talking to people and you get comfortable. You get a new little family. And this is going to be the same thing. It is. It's scary talking to somebody that's not your doctor where you can just go in and be completely blunt about things. But this is so important for your health and well-being and your mental well-being that don't be afraid to just open the door and be blunt. You gotta be blunt, be honest about the things that are uncomfortable, that you're not happy with yourself, and the things you want to see change, and know that it's a safe space to be having these conversations with somebody. This person's not doing, Vanessa's not doing this job just for a job. She went through all of this on her own to get into this position to be able to help others and coach others and be that support system for other people. It's not just a job, it's her lifestyle, it's her every day. So she is a strong person to be able to offer all the support that you need. And if she doesn't have an answer for you, trust me, she's going to find it because I have had a lot and she has helped me out with countless things that she has researched in her own time to help me and potentially help somebody else down the road. So take that first step, have the conversations, and yes, it will be embarrassing, somebody you don't know, but you will get to know her. She's fantastic, and it's a safe space for women, for men, for anybody. It's a safe space, and you will absolutely see results. Might not see them right away. I didn't, but you will see them and you will gain so much self-confidence and just the knowledge to make this a lifestyle rather than a fad. And for me, it's been like the best thing for me because I needed it. I really needed it.